What's going on, guys? Once again, Mr. DEBT Joe Lorick for the Money Etiquette Group. Look, I have a question for you, okay? I want to know how many of us that live in the United States are paying attention to what happens or what's happening around the world, specifically in Venezuela. I think we pay attention a lot to what's going on everywhere else, but when we talk about history, we talk about our government's involvement with things, are we paying attention to what's happening in real time? It's specifically what's happening in Venezuela. If you are not aware, Venezuela is going through a power change. The former, or some people will call current president, Maduro, is seeking ways to sustain his power while there's an interim president, someone who declared himself president and does have a backing. I believe his name is Guaido. Yeah, Guaido. He's trying to take power, and he's pretty much taken power in Venezuela. So you have a big fight going on for the presidency and leadership within Venezuela. And in fact, President Maduro made an attempt to take out some gold that the country had from the Bank of England. I think it was maybe $1.5 billion worth of gold. He tried to take that out as a power play, and the U.S. made sure, in cohesion with the Bank of England and other countries that are friendly with the U.S., made sure that he couldn't get that gold. I mean, what do you think about things like that? What do you think about the U.S. being involved in making sure someone moves up in power versus someone doesn't? We know that President Trump has said that he is behind the current interim president, or the so-called interim president. And what do you think about that? What do you think about the U.S. being involved in foreign politics in such a way? Do you think that Venezuela, we are heavily invested in what happens in the future in Venezuela? Do you think this is more of we just want to have more control in Venezuela? And what do you think about just the Bank of England denying the president? Of course, you could say former president, I don't know, but denying him the ability to take out $1.5 billion in gold. And what about the attempt also to withdraw $1.5 million worth of gold, and the value of gold compared to paper money? You know, when the hardest times hit, it's important to pay attention to what people go after, whether it was Gaddafi, whether it's Saddam, or whether it's Maduro. Apparently, they have a great value for gold over all other holders of wealth or stores of wealth. Just want to know if you guys are paying attention. I mean, certainly this is a big deal and it's going to affect us, but I want to know how much you guys know. I want to know what you think about it. Do you think it's much or nothing, just some everyday phony stuff and something that doesn't matter? It's not on your radar. Or do you think what's happening in Venezuela says a lot about who we are as a government, but also about what's going to happen in the worldwide economy? And what does it mean based on who wins the overall race for presidency or control of power of Venezuela? So guys, just let me know what you think. I'm curious to hear what you have to say.